Greetings hobbyists, this is Arsans of All, and in this video we're having a look at how we can add bevels in places that seem impossible. So a bit of background here, a few years ago I did a video on why I don't really use plasticity. This was not a dig at people that want to use plasticity, it was just I was getting a lot of comments on videos at the time saying, oh, you could probably do that in plasticity. Which was getting a bit tedious because yeah you could, but you could also do it in Blender. So I just made that video to talk about why I'd rather use Blender than plasticity, and that was just a personal choice. Now you can watch that video if you're interested, I'll put a link in the description, but some of the comments on it are possibly a bit outdated. Plasticity's changed over the last couple of years, though some of them, including the cost, is more true than ever as the cost has now increased. But if people are happy to pay that, that's fine. But on Friday I got a message linking to a short video, once again saying, well yeah, Blender can't do this. Which was odd because it was something very specifically that Blender can do, which I found a bit interesting. So we've got a shape here and it has got a wedge cut out of it. And if we wanted to, and if I selected, let's go into edge mode, these edges, we can bevel these edges really easily, Control and B, bevel, scroll up, and then we've got these all beveled very nicely. So that works really well. But this video pointed out that if you wanted to select one of these edges and bevel it, and you hit Control and B, then Blender then has a problem because it's not doing anything at this top edge at the same time, so everything sort of gets stuck. Now that is true, but there is a very simple fix to this. So all we need to do is tell Blender to effectively imagine that this face is carrying on in this direction under the surface for this edge to then bevel across, so that this part here will extend out this way. And we do that in a similar sort of idea that when we use subdivision surface, we put in edge loops that are going to confine what Blender's doing. We need to tell Blender what we want. And similarly here, we're going to put almost like a confining edge. So I'm just going to hit K for the knife tool, and then we're just going to go in the Y direction. So hit Y and then click and then space. And actually while we're here, I'll do this bottom one as well, just so we can demonstrate this on both parts, but I will do one side first. So if we now go onto this edge and then hit Control and B, we get what we expected to happen if we come back. Now this face looks like it's been extended out and we get that bevel, and it looks, well, pretty much exactly what we wanted. Or we could do both of them, or let's do there as well, and maybe that one. So we can do more if we want to and get this really nice sort of looking shape with no real issues. Now the same is also true, let's just come in here and dissolve those, if we wanted to do, let's say, a bevel on this edge here. This isn't going to work by itself. But if we just put the guiding loops to say, well, this is going to need to extend this face, so I can say, well, I need this controlling edge, well, along here, I guess you could call it a guiding edge as well. So let's just put one in there, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here. So K, X, click, and then we can just go to this edge, Control and B, scroll up, and then scroll up, make that as big as you want, and then we have that looking exactly how we chose. So this idea of understanding that we need these guiding edges is not particularly complicated in terms of imagining where they need to be. Now, don't get me wrong, there are still limitations here. Let's not pretend that Blender does everything perfectly. For example, if we've now put this in and we wanted to bevel this edge, that would not work very well because we now have all of these different edges that are going to sort of cause problems there. At the same time as that as well, let's just scroll all the way back to here, while we can select all of these edges, so just here and Control and B to bevel them all together, they need to be beveled the same amount. So this is all the same bevel. We can't have a small bevel here and then a really wide bevel here. But then there are even ways of solving that. We could just turn this into two separate objects, create the bevels that we want, and then bring everything back together again. It's not the most complicated thing to do in the world, so it's definitely not something you require plasticity to do. So as I say, this is perfectly manageable. Anyway, hopefully you found that an interesting demonstration of what we can do in Blender. It just requires understanding what Blender's limitations are and then how to tell Blender what you want to do. Anyway, hopefully you found that interesting, hit that like button if you did, and I might do another video, depending on how this one does, looking at adding a bevel between two more complex objects that have been boolean together. So let me know what you think of the idea of that. Hope to see you in the next video, and have a great day.